And welcome back. We're kind of focusing on the youth and the arts today. And with me here I have Richard Haglund, who's with the Sangamon Valley Youth Symphony Orchestra. Richard, hello, how are you?
Hello, it's great to be here.
I'm glad you could be here. We're excited to hear about the Youth Symphony and some of the things that are going on there. Tell us a little bit about it. How long has it been around?
Well,
How many
been
children?
around since the 70s, really, long before I was here in Springfield. I'm just finishing my 6th season here, and we actually have grown to quite a large number of students that are involved in the program. We actually have 300 students now involved in the whole program, and we're very proud of that. We started at 140 starter string students this year.
Wow.
So we have the raw beginners, which is called starter strings, and we have those in 9 different elementary schools this year. And they meet once a week, and it's kind of an introduction to the orchestra, violin, the viola, the cello, or the bass. And this is offered as an extracurricular activity through the Sangamon Valley Youth Symphony. And what we're trying to do is bolster the number of students playing string instruments in the community. And so we're doing that slowly and surely, kind of from the ground up. And we actually have a junior strings program, and then a preparatory orchestra, a concert orchestra, and a symphony orchestra. So we actually have 5 different levels of orchestra. And on Saturday, May 9th, we are going to showcase the entire program. So we're going to start with the starter strings program, and they'll be playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and they'll be playing with their bows, and they'll be just kind of their first experience playing a bow in front of a big orchestra. They played with us in December, but they just did pizzicato. So this is their chance to show off on the bow and play along with us. And then we're going to move on to the junior strings program, and they'll be playing a little bit more sophisticated literature. And then finally we have what's called the first full orchestra, which is our preparatory orchestra. It's kind of an elementary level ability group. And with that group, they play, everybody has their own independent part that has to come together. And that's where kind of the real orchestral kind of sound starts happening. They're going to be playing Bratislava, and then they're also going to be playing 3 Little Songs by Brahms. And then we're going to move to our concert orchestra. Our concert orchestra is going to feature a wonderful piece called Meditation from Thais by Massenet. And this is going to feature the violins. We are also going to play 2 Norwegian dances by Grieg. And this is a wonderful showcase for the different instruments to kind of play a light dance-like tune. And then we're going to play an arrangement of Mozart's last symphony, Symphony number 41. We're going to play an arrangement of the Jupiter Symphony. And this is a real chance for the whole orchestra to be very challenged. We're really pushing them to play fast and well. Finally, our symphony orchestra, which is our top level group, will start out with a wonderful selection of Dvorak's, not an arrangement, but the actual piece that he wrote, the finale to his Symphony number 8. And again, it's going to showcase all of the different sections of the orchestra. And we will then segue into our 2 concerto winners. We have a concerto contest in January, and we're going to feature 2 of them. One, Clement Serrano will be playing the Carl Maria von Weber's Concertino for orchestra and clarinet. And then we will also have Max Pisola playing the Introduction and Allegro by Fritz Kreisler. And these are both incredibly difficult pieces, and these kids have worked on them for a long time, and I guarantee that the audience will love that. We're going to conclude the whole concert with Gustav Holst's Jupiter from the Planets. Nice. And this has been something that we've been working on for a long time. We're actually playing alongside with the Illinois Symphony on May 1st for the educational concerts with the Symphony Orchestra, but we're going to play it on our own at First United Methodist West, Saturday, May 9th at 1:30 p.m. And we're going to showcase all the different groups. So if you know somebody that wants to maybe try an instrument, or somebody that wants to kind of see what the different instruments are all about, or just wants to come and enjoy a wonderful concert with the Sangamon Valley Youth Symphony, please do come at 1:30 at the First United Methodist West, which is located right behind Lowell's. It's the big church behind Lowell's. That's how people recognize it. And it's a free will donation. So if you have 6, 7 kids you'd like to bring along, you can just bring them along. And we encourage you to just fill the hall. And again, it won't be a very long concert, and it'll be very diverse. So I think younger listeners will enjoy the selections as well. And it's something that the whole family can come and enjoy. And support our wonderful youth here in Springfield. So 300 kids now playing in the program.
That's incredible. Tell me a little bit about how the experience might differ from what we usually think of with young children, and that would be the band. What's the experience like in the orchestra versus the band, or the preparation for the orchestra?
Well, the first, most obvious difference is, of course, string instruments. So we have string instruments, we have more colors. There's actually a wider palette because we have the flute, the oboe, the clarinet, the bassoon, and the French horn, the trumpet, the trombone, the tuba. But that whole texture of the string sound coming together is a unique experience. So since the 70s, since the orchestra programs were eliminated in the schools here, a group of interested parents formed the Sangamon Valley Youth Symphony. And for the last 6 years, I've been very honored to be a part of building up that process. And this is now the completion of my 6th year. I can't believe that, but it is. And what we've been able to do is offer once a week experience of students that are very interested in playing at a high level of music making. We offer that here. Okay. So in band, you might have a lot of several students that aren't taking it as seriously, or we kind of have the cream of the crop. So we draw from all these band programs, and students are very serious about making music, and then add the string component to that.
How do they work with people on an individual level? Is there a lot of attention based on instrument or based on section?
Most all of our students take private lessons.
Okay.
And we have a list of private teachers that we know that are working with our students on all the instruments. Okay. And really that private instruction is what really allows them to grow very quickly and excel. And we also offer sectional experiences, so we break down the orchestra and we have professionals come in and work with our kids. If you're interested in being a member of the Sangamon Valley Youth Symphony, all you have to do is call 753-8000, and our next round of auditions will be in late August, early September, and it's very simple, $5 application fee. And our tuition is very reasonable. For the whole year, we charge $150 to be in the program, so it's very reasonable. But what we want to do is provide the experience. And at a reasonable economic level, and at a very high artistic level as well. And so it's a program that benefits students beyond just their playing of their instruments. It socializes them with a group of kids that they might not otherwise get to socialize with. And we have a perfect example of how music can become a lifelong activity. On Wednesday, May 13th, the Sangamon Valley Community Orchestra will perform.
And that's also under your direction?
That is
correct?
Under my direction too. And that's a very interesting group of adults. None of them are quote unquote professional musicians, although several of them could have been or could be. Several of them are doctors, lawyers, homemakers, people in the community that are definite leaders in the community that enjoy making music together. And we meet once a week here at the Haglund Center on Wednesday nights from 7 till 9. And we do standard symphonic literature. We have over 60 members now in that group. And we enjoy coming together. There's no set tuition. There's no audition. You just come and sit down and play. And that's really encouraged a lot of people to come and join that would be maybe intimidated of doing an audition or submitting an audition tape. But we just have a lot of fun, and we have a full orchestra. We have first, second violins, violas, cellos, a double bass. We have flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon. We have trumpet, French horn, trombone, and tuba, and also percussion. So we have the full orchestra component, and we just have a lot of fun. But here at the Haglund Center, on Wednesday, May 13th at 7:30 p.m., we're going to show off our work, and we're going to do everything as diverse as the finale to Johannes Brahms' Symphony No. 1, to Ravel's Bolero, to the Khachaturian Saber Dance, 3 dances from Guyane. We're also going to do a short piece by Edvard Grieg. We're going to feature 2 of our players on the Bach Double Concerto for oboe and violin, Alyssa and Matt Kuhn, who are also married to one another, who met in orchestra. They're going to play. So it's a great group of people, and we play the concert for ourselves, but I think other people enjoy it as well.
Sure. Well, you know, and that's a great way to keep connections. It's an opportunity that does not exist in many towns. When you leave high school, maybe college, you're done if you haven't aligned yourself with a professional music organization.
Right.
There aren't opportunities like this, so it's very exciting. What a great play with each other. I know that the Community Symphony has worked with the Youth Symphony for particular events, and good role modeling for each other, and just a fantastic opportunity. I can't tell you how much I enjoy coming out of my office and hearing the kids play, or getting onto the elevator and seeing this tiny, tiny little guy with an enormous cello on his back. It's a lot of fun, and you can tell they're excited and interested. They like talking about their instruments, and it's just a lot of fun for us to be down here where you're practicing and listening to them work.
Well, come to our concerts.
I appreciate that, and I've been to a couple, and they truly are enjoyable. You know, sometimes you think, oh, the children, new strings, but they're wonderful, and it's inspiring. And like I said, I've listened to the teachers work with, and the leaders work with the students. They're very encouraging and they make it fun for the kids.
Absolutely.
So you're doing great things. We're so glad
you.
to hear about the upcoming events. And one more time, if they want more information,
call 753-8000, Saturday, May 9th at 1:30 p.m. at the First United Methodist West for the Sangamon Valley Youth Symphony concert. Wednesday, May 13th at 7:30 p.m. for the Sangamon Valley Community Orchestra concert. Both concerts, free will donation at the door. So bring as many people as you like.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us once again for your Springfield Art Show.